Welcome to CBNX Live. This is happening with Onge Bukadi,
Naomi Salumba. We're your weekly community news covering cities in North America and Canada. And remember, you can always search for us on www.cbnx.com, on Facebook, as well as YouTube. Search for CBNX Happenings.
and you can actually also find out on Twitter right now.
Oh yes, I forgot we have a Twitter.
There you
Up
go.
and running. Okay, Angel.
Yes, ma'am.
So many people have asked me so many questions about they're hearing CBNX, but no one seems to really get the grasp of what we really are. So I'm just going to take this time to ask you a few questions and have you answer it for me so our viewers could, get a little bit more familiar with us, okay?
Absolutely, Naomi. Go ahead.
Okay. My first question is, why is CBNX here, Angel?
Why? Well, this is a very good question, Naomi. If you look at the organized communities around us in the United States, those are communities that have been able to control information, to master information, to manipulate information, and use it toward the gain of the whole community. That's what CBNX wants to be today. America is saturated with the media. We have CNN, we have Fox, we have all kinds of other media that exist out there. And if you look at the internet today, I mean, it is saturated with media and information of all kinds. We wanted to be the first Congolese first, and as well as African and immigrant news outlet that's catering to these people that I believe is a little bit neglected by the mainstream media. I mean, today, un chez Marie voudrait bien aller chez CNN, if chez Marie, which is our main store out there in the community, would love to put an advertisement on CNN, but it's just not going to happen, and we know why. But CBNX is this outlet that's allowing Chez Marie to actually be available in the media, on the main internet media that we are, so that everybody can know about her and whatever activities that she's doing. I mean, we are the media for the people that otherwise wouldn't have any voice. We want to be a way of organizing information and to cater it to these people that are active and very much alive, and who needs nothing but an opportunity to be able to express themselves and grow as a community and become a prosperous community that we already starting to become.
Thank you very much. Well said. And my next question was, what does it take to be featured on www.cbnx.com?
Well, that's actually one of the easiest things to do. You can find us, like you already said, on www.cbnx.com, but definitely send us an email at info@cbnx.com. We will allow you to find out more details on what to do to sponsor a show, for example. You can be featured in a show. You can actually put your announcement on one of our shows or on our main page so that people know about what's happening. And like Naomi said, we are covering North America, including Canada and the United States in particular. Come give us a call on 214-728-7221 or send us an email at info@cbnx.com to find out more about what we can do for you.
And my last question is, thank you very much for that again, very informative. My last question was the one that I find more important as far as our show. CBNX stands for Congolese Broadcast Network for the Next Generation. So is it only limited to a Congolese person, or?
That is another very good question. We call ourselves Congolese because we are Congolese. Many of us are Congolese origin. We do have other people that, not necessarily Congolese origin, but we believe that, we can only give what we are or what we have. And what we are and what we have is Congo and Congolese product. I mean, people do not mind dancing Congolese music or singing to the Congolese tunes. And most African music today is really influenced by the Congolese reality, which is Dombolo, which is Makosas, and others that exist out there. Congolese is a brand name. Just think about it that way. Just like when you say America today, you can use it in your name and in anything you want. And when you say Congo, it feels powerful. And that's what we want to believe in. We actually are talking to the next generations. We're talking to the future of immigrants in the United States. I mean, this is a platform for all of them, for Congolese, other Africans, for Ivory Coast, for Cameroon, all the French-speaking, as well as all the Nigerians and other English-speaking folks from Africa, and of course other immigrants that might find themselves on the side of action in America. So we want to allow people to not be sidelined, but to have an opportunity to express themselves. I mean, we all network with many African networks, like African Miss America and other Asian organizations that are, functioning here in the U.S., particularly in Dallas. So we are the media for all immigrants and for all otherwise marginalized communities in America.
Very well said. Thank you very much for that. And now we're going to move on to the happenings and past happenings segment of our show. So what did happen in the community, Angel?
Well, a lot has happened. As you can see, too much is happening. Just recently, we had a wonderful and marvelous concert given by Sir Lina Ngoya. We were part of it. CBNX, the whole team was there. We were able to cover. You will be able to see in our videos what exactly happened. I mean, I can tell you right now that Maman Lina was wonderful. I mean, she was the diva that we already knew that she was.
Yes.
And she was in action, and she was elegant. She was superb. Fantastic concert. I mean, this was one of the biggest events in the DFW as far as we're concerned.
Yes, I'm very excited because I got to share the stage with her, translating. So it was actually exceeding my expectations because the room was very packed.
It was packed.
It was very packed. I was excited. The songs were great. So I'm looking for another encore concert in the years to come.
I had a chance to speak to Papa Mathieu, Shérif de la Communauté. Unfortunately, he wanted to apologize personally because the concert did start kind of late.
Okay.
This is something that we need to combat, not just for Congolese, but most African.
We need to stop that African time,
Exactly.
We need to really stop that. We need to start, because what's going to happen if, the Lord God's coming to that area, you're going to be late to heaven,
The concert was announced for 7 p.m. It did not really kick off till 9:45. I mean, I call that almost 3 hours behind schedule. I mean, imagine how much more people would have enjoyed if Maman Lina had the chance to take the stage a little earlier as it was planned. Some people had to leave early, unfortunately. I mean, overall, there was probably a good participation, up to about 600 in and out, people coming in. But, Papa Mathieu wanted to be here to apologize personally for the late start. He promised to remediate that in the next happenings, in the next events that he's organizing.
Yes.
This is something that we all want to work on. Congolese, wherever you are, African, please, no more African times. It's either time or no time, That was no time. But we were able to forgive, and the show was wonderful. Like we said, everything was perfect, aside for that little imperfection. I'm sure they'll do better, and we will propose you some of the events, as a matter of fact, on CBNX here, right after the happening shows.
Okay.
What else is happening, Naomi?
Well, I attended the movie premiere.
There you go.
I remember we mentioned that a few shows back. Even though this movie premiere also started on African time.
Oh my goodness.
Besides that, my overall impression of it was a 10.
On the positive notes, yeah.
The movie was titled Okoto the Messenger, written and directed by Pascal Otuma. Many of you know him from My American Nurse 1 and 2. He's a very good director and producer. So I got to meet the actors and everything, We went to an after party. We got to sit and talk, share some information. So I was really impressed. Like, I don't regret driving to Houston for that. And Miss Aloma Wright, many of you know her from a lot of Tyler Perry's movies. She was there, and later on in the show, we're going to share some pictures in my personal interview that I got to do on Sounds of Africa's channel. So
well, we all envy you, Naomi. Don't we wish we were at the party, after party, meeting all the actresses and the celebrity? This is that's glamorous, right?
You never know, we might have them featured on happenings. Who knows?
There you go. We are looking forward to that moment, but it was wonderful.
Good job, Pascal.
Naomi. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Naomi, and we're going to propose some images for you as well at the end of our segment. Now, what else is happening, Naomi?
But there's Crystals is in here, and they're here to stay, and they have something going on. I believe you want to talk to me about
absolutely. This is actually called the Spring Workshop, the Spring Worship Concert. This is going to be with Crystal, but this time it's happening at the International Church, at the Christ International Church with Pastor Ayambe. We know that Pastor Ayambe doesn't touch things unless it's precious. We all know this man of God, and we are looking forward to this event that's happening on the 15th, April 15th, at 7 p.m. and it's going to go on till 10 p.m. We're of course hoping for excellence. That means make it on time. This is a man of God that usually, have a good reputation with excellence.
Yes.
So be there on time. Come. All of us. Let's come and let's support this ministry that Cristal has engaged into. This is another thing that I'm very excited about, Naomi.
Yes.
They came in for purpose, and they're doing exactly what they said they will do.
Yes,
They
I'm
are
very proud of
going
them.
exactly. They're having a tour here in the North American area, in Canada. I'm sorry, in the Texas area, as a matter of fact. And this is to support the ministry of Uwezo. And
Okay.
as we know, Uwezo is a community integration program that was put together by Pastor Jose Muzingu, which is still working. We're
Yes.
still working very hard in promoting this integration that we're all supposed to have in America, so
Okay.
that we can input, so that we can be productive, so that we can integrate this society and be able to produce as much as everybody else is doing.
Yes.
Well, that's something that I support with all my heart, and I'm looking forward to seeing every one of you guys there.
Yes, I'm a true fan of Cristal.
There you go.
And we're also going to feature them in our future shows too, so be on the lookout for that.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. And more things are happening.
More is happening, as always. Too much.
I know. Pastor Nike, a member at CBNX, is always got something going on with Daughter of Zion. And on April 22nd from 10